Hi guys, this is Valentina Palladino for Ars Technica, and today I'm going to talk to you about the $99 Misfit Ray. So most of Misfit's trackers up until now have been this kind of disc shape that you can switch in between different types of bands. That's what Misfit has been billing itself on for a while now, as a more fashionable, style-conscious brand of fitness trackers. And recently they were acquired by Fossil Group, so what better company to push that forward. So here we have like the module where all the tech lies, and this is made out of aircraft grade aluminum, and then you have all these different types of bands you can go along with it. There's leather, I believe there's silicons for more sporty occasions, but I've just been wearing the leather through my regular day and through workouts, and it's actually held up pretty well because it's super thin. This is just a regular watch that I'm wearing next to it, and it just kind of doesn't get in the way. There's a very small LED light here that if you were to tap, it'll kind of show up and it'll show you. The double tap for mine is it'll show me my progress in lights for my activity goal for the day. So here I have the Misfit Ray and then Fitbit's newest tracker, the $129 Alta. And I wanted to put these two next to each other just so you could see kind of the design and style difference. Both of these have leather bands. The Alta does have a display, so you kind of have that functionality that you wouldn't have with the Ray. You can tap through. So you won't be able to get that type of functionality with the Ray since there is no display. If you turn it over, you can see again, here's the leather band for both of them. For me personally, I do like this kind of traditional style, and it is really easy to adjust and very comfortable to wear all day long. Like I said, I was wearing it throughout all my different workouts and just regular day activities, and it was very comfortable. Both of them, track the basic things: step, calories, distance, sleep. They both have auto recognition with activities. So the Ray will recognize when you're doing some sort of activity, whether it's light activity, moderate, or vigorous, and so will the Fitbit Alta. But the Fitbit Alta can try to recognize what specific activity that you're doing. But for both of them, you'll have some form of auto recognition with your activities. And with the Ray, I just go into the app afterwards and I assign, I was running at this point, I was walking at this point, and the duration. It'll just recognize when you're actually doing something. The duration of it has been, it's been fairly accurate, but I do go in and I adjust if I know I did a 30-minute run, maybe it, measured it as like 25 or 28 minutes. So this is the Misfit app. It's pretty similar to most other fitness tracker companion apps. There's your total number of activity points at the top. Misfit does give you points that kind of combine your, steps and vigorous activity and all that kind of stuff to give you a one-stop shop sort of point system for you to see how healthy you've been that day. But right underneath, you can see it has my distance in miles, calories burned, and steps taken. So you have those there if you are like me and you prefer those. And here, if you tap on the sleep icon, you'll see how long you slept the night before. You can go and see kind of a timeline of your sleep and activity and how well you slept and how much you walked. You can see here I was way active in the morning, kind of tapered off in the middle of the day, and then me being out right now, kind of jump back up again. Oh, and also you can see where you met your goal. So I met my goal pretty early in the day. Now, if you scroll down, this is where you'll see all of those auto-recorded activities. And I haven't really gone into changing anything for today. It'll throw in other things like 150% of your goal met. Here's a moderate activity I did earlier today. And if I scroll all the way down, you can see this is when I woke up, how much I slept the night before, and then all of my activity that's automatically recognized, and it's all right here. It's pretty cool. I like that it auto recognizes all of that, and you can press edit here and you can edit any of these. Let's say like me, that you did a half-hour run this morning. You can set the duration, and then you can set walk, running, tennis, soccer. It has a whole bunch of different things here. And now on the bottom bar, we have the toolbar where you can see your friend statuses if you have any using Misfit, your device setup and settings. With the Ray, here you can set Misfit Move, which is your inactivity alerts. So if I'm not moving for an hour, it'll send me a little vibration and a light up to my Ray. But you need the Link app open and running in the background on your smartphone for all those things to occur. And also you can really quickly enable and disable call and text notifications, which is great because the Ray will vibrate and send a little light whenever your phone receives a call or a text. And if you just toggle this little button here, you can turn it on and off really easily. So separately from the Misfit app, you have the Misfit Link app, which most of its trackers are compatible with, and Link will let your device do a couple of other things depending on what you customize. So I have the Ray attached to this, and the double tapping here, you can see it'll show me my progress. So if I just double tap that, it will show me via lights. I customized the triple tap, and you can choose from a number of different things. So it has some app compatibilities with If, Harmony, Yo. Some other ones that you have here are music controls. So you can just control pause, play, next. You can also take a selfie. There's a kind of pointer preso clicker, so if you need to, progress something in a presentation, you can do that from the Ray. So not surprisingly, Misfit has made a really solid fitness tracker. It is on the basic side, but it's also reflective in the price. $99 is not that bad. I do like the style of it, as opposed to something like the Fitbit Alta, which I feel is still a little bit too devicey for me. What's really interesting is that there's not a lot of difference between the Fitbit Alta and the Misfit Ray. The Ray has it's kind of a button cell battery, so it'll last between 4 and 6 months, and you don't have to worry about charging it. Whereas the Fitbit Alta, you will have to charge it probably every 5 days. Someone who's more style conscious and who just wants to monitor their daily movement may like this over something that's more expensive and with a heart rate monitor and things like that.